find anything. I know it had good earnings. I talked about it on Ameritrade on Monday. I said that's a great long-term stock is higher, regardless of the earnings. I said it on Ameritrade on Monday. I was right. We looked at it yesterday. I can't find. I put in Reddit. I couldn't find anything about car. I mean, not that we didn't miss anything. There's nothing to do. It's spiked up, collapsed. I mean, like all the Reddit stocks. So it looks terrible if that was a Reddit stock, but it was extremely expensive for that to be bought like that. So I don't know. I have to see if I can find something on it. Let's focus on what we're doing here today. ZG. I think this is the best of the bunch. Even though I do like TUP. And Z we did recently too. So I'm going to give this a lot of room. I'm going to give it a lot of room here, let's say. I'm going to be very generous with this. Top is, I don't think it's open yet, and it's spready. So let's give this its due diligence here. Okay, stop's going to be 75.30. Let's do 99, 72.99, 75.30. There, get in it. Get in it right now. Get the stop in. And don't worry about where you got filled. This should roll on over. 72, 71, 70. I think 70 is a good target on this today. Let me look at the other one. You could do this too. You could do this too. You can do them both. I like this one better. Let's look at the top. Top is open. Let's look at this quickly. Got to the 462 number yesterday, which I said. Again, if you had patience to hold yesterday in the day trade, you could have eked out more. We booped over 462. Wasn't a lot to look at this morning, I will say that. One thing that's become very, 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 very obvious to me, though, is every single stock that those Reddit traders trade, market's still higher, every single solitary one looks the exact same thing. You could print out the chart for every one and lay them on top of each other. They all look the same. They spike up, sell off hard, base out for whatever, and that's it. Occasionally then have a second spike, complete sell off hard, base out again. Like, I mean, it's a shame to see that happening to some of these stocks that would normally trade normal, because they really ruin the stocks to trade. Here we go, ZG. But they all do that. All of them. So the play really is to short everyone that they do, because because you don't have to worry about rushing to get out. You go long. If you don't have a perfect exit, which I'm sure 99% people don't, you lose, because they all sell off hard and flatline, you know, at a low price. The spread is moving around, but I think we did fine here. I gave it a cushion. And top reversed, but it's still a good gap. Q's made a new high today. It's insane. I mean, it's really, really crazy, to be honest with you. Huge number out Friday, unemployment number. And then, of course, we have Thursday, which is tomorrow, we have the data out. So it's one of these things where we could have a power up the last day of the week, or we could fall off a cliff and have a big gap down. I don't know. Really don't know how the market's going to react Friday. Okay, here we go. 72, 72, 72. Vlad, we're already short this. You're late. If you want to be here, you got to get here early or you miss the trades. The Feditude doesn't bother me either way. I don't think they're going to say anything significant that's going to necessarily make the market sell off or rally. I said that on Ameritrade too. No, Cheddar. I said it on Cheddar. That's where I was on. I wasn't on Ameritrade Monday. I was on Cheddar. Sorry. I said it on Cheddar about car. I don't know. This has been a long week. Fed isn't going to affect the markets today. Saw an article this morning or last night basically saying what I said. Powell isn't going to do the easing, the quantitative easing or raise rates. He's not going to do it now because of inflation. Because of all the backdrop of everything. And he wants to be reappointed. One more push. Did anyone get out of the ZG? Could have got out of it. Could still be in it. I think we had a good entry in this though. Nope, don't think they're going to do what they planned. Don't think they're going to do anything exactly what they planned. They're going to change course. Why? Because they were wrong about inflation. They said inflation was temporary. They were wrong. He admitted that the last meeting. He said we were wrong. It's not temporary. Duh. Duh. Okay, here we go. ZG, ZG. CVS, I didn't do anything with. I didn't even look at it this morning. Did you put that in the room? I didn't even notice CVS. Did CVS have a gap today? Nobody wrote it in the room or would have seen it. I didn't see it. Didn't have earnings. If anyone did it, if you did it, Jackie, I'd be out. If you did it, I'd be out, to be honest with you. I don't know why that's up. No, I did not see that. I'm not going to worry about it right now. No, I didn't know that had earnings at all. Didn't see it. Nobody wrote it in the room, and I liked a lot of shorts, so we'll see what happens with this. So I wouldn't have done it anyways. I like this Zillow and the ZG and the Z. And we're going to see what happens. We're not going to retake this if we get stopped, though. I can tell you that right now. We'll be out of this, and we'll have to find another trade. And I didn't get out when I was up down in there. Shouldn't go over 75. I don't think I would have done that, CVS anyways. So if we get stopped in this, I'm going to have a hard time finding something to do. Plus, I was up in this. And I don't want to give it any more room. I said I was going to be generous. I was generous. I was extremely generous with this. All hope is not lost, though. We're still in this trade. I know what we could look at. We missed it. It went Facebook. I forgot about this morning. Not that I would have done this over ZG. This was on a roll yesterday. This is lower, lower, lower. Well, we'll do a trade in Facebook if we get stopped in this, but I hope we don't get stopped in this. We got to get out of this, though, if it doesn't break the low. No piggy targets in this. I said 70. I'll take what money I can get at this point. 72.06. I didn't notice it did get to 72. No one got out. I didn't even notice that. It did get to the first target. I completely missed it. It touched it so fast. If this does not break this, I will be out right there and done. And done. No piggy targets if this doesn't break the low. I didn't even notice that went a buck. Unless it touched it pretty quick. Facebook is going to rock and roll one of these days again. I gotta put that on my list of watches. It has to be timed just so. Just so. But that is gonna roll right on over and do a tumbly too soon again. Of course it was gonna drop. Did you just hear what I said? Every single one of these stocks that the Reddit traders trade has a huge spike up and a huge sell off, and then they completely sell off, then they flatline. It's a shame because it really ruins a stock. It's exactly what they do. You're better off shorting them. You can almost just make a trading plan of short everything that they do, but if you get caught in it or it gets halted, which often happens when they drop, you're screwed. You can't play anything that they've traded. It's a disaster. They've really messed up a lot of charts, quite frankly. I don't know what they're doing that, though, and why they would even touch that based on the price point. And I couldn't find anything when I Googled it, so I don't know. But Zen Trader says it was them, so I don't know. We are shorting this as an equity trade. That's what we do, Johnny. Didn't you know that yesterday? Well, this is not an options room. The options is a newsletter service where you get the trades emailed to you. This trading room is for live day trade calls. We shorted this. The stop is 75.30. If you did it at 72.99 or thereabouts. It broke quick. You are in it. You are in it if you did it. This is not an options trade. I did not do any options in this, and I'm not going to do any options in this. Why? Because I think this is a once-off today. It already had a massive sell-off the last 2 days. This is a little dinky-winky dollar, whatever I can pull out of this $1.50 day trade. I'm not doing an option in this. I don't think it'll pay off. I don't even know if there are options in this, quite frankly. This is not an options room. It's a day trade room. I thought you knew that. Here we go. We are going to make money in this, and we are going to make out in this, and we're going to take what we can get and call it a day. And then we'll look at what's out for tonight. And I would like a big one this week. What happened in New Jersey? Did the Republican win? Here we go. ZG. Let's Google it right now. It's neck and neck. Top is a stingy winky. Too big of a pushback. New Jersey governor race. Nope, they're still not going to announce it. Look at that. Here we go. ZG through the low. New York is a mess, and they just keep voting in bad people. What can you do? I don't understand. What can you do? It's a shame. Okay, 7206. 7206! Eee! Crap, did anybody get out? Come on, I know it's going to break it. Break, 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 break. Nobody got out, and I didn't either. Oh, Murphy's ahead now? That's not good. Here we go. ZG. 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 Come on, Bootsy is right. Bootsy's got to get on a winning streak here. Oh, I don't know the first guy's name. I don't even know anything about the other guy. I didn't really follow that race at all. I was shocked. 7201. Carrie's out. He said, screw it. He's got things to do. Gyro's out as well. Well, I went and voted, even though I was wondering if my vote will count. But I'm glad that I did because I voted. They had like 5 propositions. The way that they... I mean, like, again, New York is so controlled by the Democrats, but the way that they framed and wrote the propositions were that they were all good, and they were like mostly bad. Like, but the way that the wording was to almost preempt you to say yes. Jackie, you voted in the props too. I voted yes for one, for the court one. ZG, here we go. For the small claims court or whatever the court thing was. I said yes for that one. 7183. But they were all about voting laws and redistricting, and they were all slanted, like these were all wonderful, wonderful things, just the way that they asked the question. I took a picture of them. I'm like, this is really crazy. I mean, this is just so nuts. '83. I didn't look up and see if any of those passed. 83. All right, I'm still in this. Hanging on by a thread. Waiting to drop it, drop it. All of the props passed? No, that can't be. That can't be. Okay, I'm still in this, and I feel okay about it. I think it's on its way. It's on its way. Doo-ba-doo-boo-doo. Let's find out. New York State prop voting outcome. It says New Yorkers on track to reject voting reform proposals. That's what it says. So hard to find the answers. Okay, one more push. Yep, you need a margin account to day trade. Absolutely. You betcha. You can open up a margin account at a retail broker. You need a minimum of $25,000. You'll get 4 to 1. Or buying power, which would be $100,000. Or you open up a prop account where you need a minimum of $2,500. Some places require $5,000, and you will get 10 to 1 margin. There's 2 different types of accounts. And then there's the Robinhood, which, you know, I'm not a proponent of, but people can go there with $500. I don't know how they do it. Here we go. Anyone in the ZG? We're almost there. Here we go. We're going to get out of this soon. One more push. One more push. This is a nice little trade here at 9:47. We will be done quick. We will be done soon. Remember I said yesterday, fast, 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 from now until the end of the year. Wherever she goes. Doesn't break 60, I'm out. Come on, Bootsy. Gotta get a picture of Bootsy. Ow! Don't care. Done. Close enough, and I'm very happy with that. I gotta get a picture of Bootsy. I'm out. But it looks like it's headed to 71. Me too. Me too. But if you're still in it, 71. Nice trade, everybody. Good to be back in the groove of things. Let's look at the Z. We picked the right one. Oh, I picked the best one. This hasn't broke yet. I did like this one better, as I previously stated. If you're still in the ZG, 71.50, 71.25, 71, bar by bar it. Chunk it. The pattern day trading rule is that you need $25,000 in a retail account. If you open up a proprietary day trading account, it's a different way of having the account. You can talk to a broker about that. I am not a broker, but you do not need $25,000 to go to one of those places. You'll have to talk to them. If you want to referral Johnny for one or both, email me and I will send you and you can look into it. You can look into it. Well, we talked about Jackie saying good week. Well, we talked about that yesterday.